Red flags in a dating or relationship can be very subtle, but I'm going to help you recognize three specific traits in men that are going to save you so much heartache and heartbreak in terms of either pursuing a man to try to make the relationship work or waiting too long for him to figure it out and come and claim you. I'm Adrienne Everheart. I'm a feminine energy dating and relationship coach. I've been here on YouTube for a good long while. So if you haven't already, make sure and hit that subscribe button and like this video if my content helps you. So I'm going to break this down and make this really simple and easy to understand. This one thing is going to radically change how you view men. A man is either pursuing you and moving towards you. He's standing still and being stagnant, or he's moving away. Now, let's really quickly look at what these three traits look like and how they can appear as red flags in the relationship. Sometimes when a man is pursuing you, it feels too good to be true. It feels like it's all happening too quickly. He's maybe love bombing you or coming on really strong in the beginning. He's actually pursuing you, but in this term, it's a red flag because it feels off. What we're looking for in a man pursuing you is consistency, is that a man needs to be able to pursue, provide, and maintain. Those are the green flags you're looking for in terms of a man pursuing you, is that he's actively pursuing you, asking you for dates, texting you, and wanting to see you in person. He provides, which means he's providing time. He's willing to pay for dates. He's investing his energy and time with you. And here is the most important one. He maintains. He doesn't just do it for a month and then he takes a couple of weeks off and comes back. He's maintaining it on a regular basis. This is where a dating relationship moves into a committed relationship. Now, a lot of women have difficulty knowing how to move from dating into committed. And once you're committed, how do you move beyond that? I teach you all of that in Fem Tools for Dating and my other course, ABCs to Getting Back. Make sure you check them out in the links below. Now let's move on to the third trait, which is the man that's standing still. This type of man can really be the most confusing red flag for a woman. This often shows up as a man who has been in your life for years. You've had it on again, off again with him for a long time, or you had a really great run of dates with him, but now you're just kind of texting each other casually. This one can be so confusing because you are literally in limbo in that relationship. Now, the man who's standing still, he's neither really pursuing you, nor is he really peeling away. One day he might totally send you lots of texts, and then you don't really hear from him for a week or two. So we go back to pursue, provide, and maintain. The man who's standing still is having a difficult time maintaining, or the relationship isn't progressing. You maybe have been in a relationship for 2 years. And you're wondering, are we ever going to get married or engaged? When's this guy going to pop the question? Or you've been dating regularly, the relationship is committed and exclusive, but yet no one's asking to move in with the other. There's been no conversations of furthering the commitment, deepening the commitment in the relationship. So you're in this stagnant place. Yes, it's a red flag. This is one of the most difficult ones to kind of get your way out of, but I'm going to teach you a couple of tips at the end of this video that are going to help you turn that sort of situation around. It can be complicated, but worry not. Be aware that the man is not pursuing you. He's not pulling away, but he's still just kind of hanging out, low investment texting, seeing you very little. Don't worry, I'm going to help you out with that one at the end of this video. The third red flag, blaring red flag, is the man that is moving away. So again, let's recap. A man is either pursuing you, he's standing still, or he's moving away. So if this man is moving away, one of the greatest ways men do this is that they will have an excuse about their job, their hobby, their children, their ex-wife, some grand excuse to spend less time with you. Now, I have a very popular Instagram post, I mean, way popular, and a blog post called His Problems Are Not Your Problems. And this is an excuse that the man who is moving away from you will use in order to kind of keep you in his life, or very softly break up with you, but kind of keep you as an option. Remember, men love having a lot of potential sexual options. And once they've had sex with you once, you're sort of in this category of a woman that he could potentially hook up with again at some other time. So while we can't change that you may be in that category with this man, what we can work on is how you respond to this man, your personal boundaries, and the amount of time you're willing to keep this man in your life. So when this man makes all his excuses as why he can't be married, why he can't see you, all the excuses of why he wanted to come into town, but something came up, his career, his hobby, his children, his ex-wife, his whatever, his car broke down. I mean, he's always going to be making an important excuse to not be with you. So that's where the biggest red flags you're going to look out for the man who's just moving away. Now, often I work with women who they have had a wonderful relationship with a guy, several dates, and they're waiting and waiting and waiting for him to reach out again. But this man is moving away. And this is my most important tool I teach women, is when to accept a man's no. Now, he may not have come to you and said, no, I don't want to be with you, and here's why. He may be doing that soft breakup where he's saying no in a very subtle way, but he's moving away from you. I want you to make sure that you're honest with yourself about, is this man truly pursuing me? Or is he just casually sending me text? Does he just pop up once every month or so? Know where your guy falls into pursuing, standing still, or leaning away or moving away. If you're in a relationship with a man and you begin to notice he doesn't want to be as intimate as often, and he's not really sharing details about his life, about how he feels and things he's experiencing, and he's not really interested in what you're going through, this is also a way a man is moving away from you. So in all of these scenarios, it can go anywhere from mild, moderate, to hot, red hot, and intense red flags. So you need to be able to gauge how intense the peeling away from you is, or the stagnation, or the pursuit. Because remember, a man can be pursuing you hot and heavy, and you can feel something's off. A man can be standing still and you're like, well, is there more that I need to contribute to this relationship in order to get things going forward? And a man can be peeling away. And again, you can say, well, where in this relationship can we possibly make an improvement? Is there something I can say or do that can let this person know I'm interested, I care about him, and I would really like to work things out? So let's do the quick recap on how this can work out for you, how you can spot these red flags in men and actually turn it around with your feminine energy. So first off, what's feminine energy? In short, your feminine energy is what everyone on this planet has. They have an amount of feminine energy in their bodies. You can exercise it and make it stronger. You can stuff it down with masculine energy. You can also be a neutral energy. But feminine energy is this simple. It is how you feel and the expression of those feelings, warmth and openness. So it's those three things: what you're feeling, openness, which is I can receive from a man, and warmth. So let's start with warmth, especially in the terms of the man who's kind of just hanging out being still, or the man who's peeling away. I want you to look at feminine energy warmth as a way of being understanding, compassionate, and present with your partner. Now, this doesn't mean that you pursue him and listen to all his problems endlessly. Remember, you also have your own personal boundaries, and then you go into leaning forward and pursuing the man. But it is about showing up with a certain amount of concern, warmth, and empathy. For example, let's say your husband or your boyfriend is spending less and less time with you, and you're feeling more distance and you want to spend more time with him. An honest, simple phrase such as, I've noticed some distance. I've felt some distance, and I really want to work on things. I miss you and I miss connecting with you. What do you think we can do? Just that simple phrase can open up a man's heart and get him to notice you and begin to move forward or stay in his same place. But part of feminine energy is getting that clarity. I talk about being a diamond girl, having clarity with men. And that is why you want to express your feelings with an I feel, really be warm and open to that man pursuing you. When you use a feminine energy phrase, the man doesn't always snap into action. Sometimes it takes him a little while to feel comfortable and trust. Sometimes the man will even move towards you and tell you that he really hasn't been happy, that there have been some things going on that he's not okay with. And that is how he'll come to you and want to begin working on things. This is when you really want to practice that warmth and openness and the belief that this nightmare, whatever it is, whatever you're going through, whatever your greatest fear is, I want you to envision a beautiful, wonderful dream instead. This is a wonderful feminine energy gift to yourself, and it can turn around all sorts of relationship issues and problems. And that is just simply taking a moment and deciding what is the best outcome that could happen in this relationship. I hope this video has helped you with red flags. If you want to learn more, watch the next video coming up and check out all my links below to my podcast, my website, my courses, and more. Lots of love. Bye-bye.